The European Network for Gender Balance in Informatics, EUGAIN, is a network aimed at improving gender balance in informatics at all levels. The main objective of the network is to create a European network of colleagues working at the forefront of efforts for gender balance in informatics in their countries and research communities. The gender gap in STEM, particularly in informatics, is a widely discussed and recognized issue, with women being disproportionately represented in these fields. The network was established to address this gender imbalance by leveraging the collective knowledge, experiences, challenges, successes, and failures of its members. The primary goals include increasing female enrollment in informatics programs and careers, encouraging more female PhD and postdoctoral researchers to pursue academic careers, and offering support and mentorship to empower young women in their professional journeys. Statistics collected over the past decade show that the strong female underrepresentation in informatics higher education in Europe is a long-standing problem. At the bachelor level, in many European countries, 80% or more of the students enrolling or graduating in informatics bachelor programs are male. At the master level, participation of women increases in some countries, but women do not represent more than 35% of the bachelor students. The network aims to provide the academic community, policymakers, industry stakeholders, and others with actionable recommendations and guidelines to tackle key challenges. The project implementation involves several successful interventions and has resulted in significant outcomes aimed at bridging the gender gap in informatics. The evaluation of EUGAIN activities and results indicates a persistent gender gap in informatics higher education across Europe, with women's participation decreasing in some countries. At the PhD level, most countries have less than 25% female graduates, except for Bulgaria, Romania, Estonia, and Turkey. The data shows no significant progress in female participation over the past decade. In the IT industry, women are underrepresented among ICT specialists, with an overwhelming majority being men. The lack of women is a reason for the extensive skills and talent gap between graduates and job positions. Successful interventions, such as those at Harvey Mudd College and Carnegie Mellon in the US, and organizations like AnitaB.org, ACMW, and Girls Who Code, aim to inspire and encourage women in computer science. Despite some progress, the fight for gender balance and equality in informatics remains a significant challenge. Here is the combined summary of pages 5 and 6. Several commendable projects, internal policies, and strategies have been implemented in European universities to increase the number and retention of female students in computer science programs. Examples include the Bamberg CS30 strategy, which has reached a female-male ratio of 37% in 2017, and the Girl Project Ada, which has almost doubled the female share of entrants in ICT studies. The CS4 All initiative has also shown significant improvement in retention rates, with an average 89% progression from year 1 to year 2. In addition to these projects, various institutions have implemented internal strategies and policies to support the transition of female PhD and postdoctoral researchers into faculty positions and develop the careers of female faculty in informatics departments. Examples include the Faculty of Informatics 2 Vienna, Austria, and the School of Computer Science, 2 Dublin, Ireland. The EUGAIN project aims to enhance the representation of women in informatics at various educational and professional levels. To achieve this, the project focuses on strategies such as increasing the number of female students opting for informatics in higher education, fostering an environment that ensures the retention and successful completion of studies by female students, and encouraging the participation of women in advanced academic roles. The project's research questions investigate actions, policies, measurable results, geographical perspective, relation to industry, relation to school, intersectionality, and the role of male colleagues. The project has established the Minerva Awards within Informatics Europe, which have been successfully presented for 9 years in a row. The project's overall goal is to achieve sustained positive outcomes in the long run through collaboration with network partners and leveraging their experiences to overcome challenges. EUGAIN activities and results 7. The EUGAIN project aims to address the underrepresentation of women in informatics, ICT through a comprehensive approach involving research coordination, capacity building, and stakeholder engagement. Key research questions include the success and impact of implemented actions, the visibility of these efforts, and how to replicate successful policies across institutions or countries. Objectives are divided into two main categories: research coordination objectives and capacity building objectives. 3 working groups, WG1, WG2, WG3, focus on transitions from school to university, bachelor, master studies to PhD, and PhD, postdoc to professor. Research coordination objectives involve coordinating information gathering, supporting partners in assessing existing practices, collating a handbook of interventions, delivering guidance on overcoming challenges, creating visibility, and developing a communication strategy. Capacity building objectives aim to foster partnerships with industry stakeholders, develop a common European understanding around the issues of female participation in informatics, and create opportunities and synergies. The project's outcomes will be documented in a comprehensive policy document targeting policymakers and other relevant stakeholders at the national and EU level. A dedicated website will serve as a reference point for addressing gender balance in informatics, including an online repository of evidence collected by the working groups, information about networking activities, and channels for dissemination and communication. The EUGAIN Activities and Results section outlines the objectives for capacity building in promoting gender balance in informatics. This includes establishing a network of excellence to advance knowledge and methods, promoting policy and intervention practices for recruiting and selecting female students, researchers, and professors, encouraging publication of peer-review-ed papers, increasing awareness across disciplinary boundaries, and cooperating with industry to foster career networks. The main deliverables of this initiative are a website, a repository of initiatives and best practices, booklets with practical recommendations, a handbook with validated measures and guidelines, policy recommendation documents, and publications and presentations. The working groups within EUGAIN focus on different stages of education and career development. WG1 aims to promote the education and participation of female students in informatics higher education, focusing on collecting and evaluating current initiatives and designing new measures. WG2 focuses on promoting the participation of female students in PhD programs, collecting and assessing cross-national action plans and guidelines, and collating current interventions and tools. WG3 aims to promote the career advancement of female researchers and professors, identifying and sharing best practices, and developing strategies for career progression. WG4 supports cooperation with industry, creating mutually beneficial synergies for students and early career researchers to find excellent career opportunities. WG5 focuses on strategy and dissemination, ensuring that all interested stakeholders are reached and promoting the advancement of the state-of-the-art. These efforts aim to create a comprehensive and sustainable network of excellence that encourages collaboration, knowledge sharing, and policy development to improve gender balance in informatics. The EUGAIN project aimed to address the gender imbalance in informatics by focusing on several key areas. WG3 identified successful practices to recruit more female professors and limit the dropout rate of women along the path to professorship. This included collecting experiences from ongoing initiatives, identifying HR policies, and designing career development programs. WG4 ensured cooperation with industry and society by analyzing existing practices and evaluating their impact on gender issues. WG5 focused on strategy and dissemination, raising awareness about gender imbalance and advocating for change through events and policy recommendations. The project produced several booklets and published over 50 scientific papers. These outputs include policy recommendations, a handbook of intervention methods, and advice for students and policymakers. The project's objectives are multifaceted, aiming to generate innovative research projects, increase female representation in academia and industry, and promote gender balance in informatics. The EUGAIN project has been instrumental in addressing gender balance in informatics by providing a platform for inspiration, insights on effective strategies, and tools to guide women and girls in educational and career decisions. Through its activities, EUGAIN has shed light on the multifaceted nature of progress, emphasizing the importance of cultural differences and their influences. The project has also celebrated the change taking place in institutions, as seen with the Minerva Award. Despite significant progress, the journey is far from over, with ongoing activities nourishing these efforts. The summary of EUGAIN's work highlights the importance of inclusive technology, addressing stereotypes, promoting role models, and recognizing diverse talent. It emphasizes the need for a better understanding of cultural differences and the use of effective tools to guide women and girls in the field of informatics. The summary also touches on the challenges faced, such as measuring progress and the ongoing struggle for gender balance. The pages discuss various aspects of gender diversity in the software industry and computer science. On page 15, the section highlights several studies on gender challenges in the software industry, including an empirical investigation on the challenges faced by women and gender trends in computer science authorship. These studies emphasize the importance of addressing gender disparities in the field. On page 16, the focus shifts to educational initiatives aimed at closing gender divides in digital skills. The UNESCO = Global Partnership is mentioned as an effort to promote gender equality in education. The overall theme is the need for inclusive practices and policies to ensure equal representation and opportunities for women in technology.